Okay, we are here with the KDS 550 and my coffee, my toolbox, and the remaining parts inside the box. For now, you can see I have worked out this much, which was initially the piece of cake, in fact. So going closer, I can show you. People were asking me to do the build videos. Well, this is actually partially assembled, so it's like your main rotor head is already assembled, your swash plate is already assembled, and going back to your tail blade system is already assembled. So basically what you need to do is very simple. The first step I begin with is I put these 4 screws in here with Loctite, and I set up the skids. I still have to put like 1, 2 and 2 more screws here, 3 and 4 screws to keep the skids bars or rods in its place. I started putting the tail rotor system on the main tube, the tail tube, okay, the whole tail tube here. So basically just put it on, put the belt in, put it on, and tighten these 4 screws. These are lock nuts, and here are the hex head screws, 4 of them. Very easy. So basically I just put it on first, and then I went in here, put the tube inside this area. I did not tighten it, and then I assembled the main gear, which was also a piece of cake, except one thing. On this pulley, the pulley for the belt, you have to put a pin that actually goes inside the main shaft. That pin, putting that pin was tricky because between these 2 places, like, let me see, like here, you needed to push this gear down first. You don't have to install this last piece first. So without installing this, you can put this gear down and you can have like a little space to put that pin inside. Now later you have to pull the main shaft up so that pin actually goes and fits inside the pulley and locks the pulley on the main shaft. After that, just push the main gear up. It has a one-way bearing, and then you need to put a collar under it. After the collar, simply install the last piece here, this one, like X type thing with a bearing in it, and I put the Loctite on these screws. Okay, now looking at it, you can see, talking about the quality, I can see this time KDS has come up with real good quality parts. I mean, the difference is really visible. We have all metal construction here for the swash plate, and the next thing that I'm gonna do is just put the servos in here. These are the canopy mounts. Of course, before fixing the gear, I actually put the belt on the main pulley, and then I installed the main gear down here. After that, it was really easy because we had to set the tension on the belt, and according to the tension, I tightened the screws here. You can see 1 and 2. Just tighten these screws to keep the main tube, tail tube, in its place. Okay, and simply tighten these 4 screws to fix and tighten this tail rotor system. Now, what is next? Very simple. 3 servos, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 3rd servo will sit here. 1, 2, 3. The 4th servo will go here for the tail, and after that, motor. Okay, then rest is simple. I'm gonna use the Hobbywing Platinum Pro 100A ESC. My friend gave it to me. I will test it. I just soldered the banana plugs on this motor, KDS motor, and then finally we have to install the main gear, main rotor head. Okay, so you can see it's nice and heavy, really nice metal parts. So what I'm gonna do is take these 2 screws out and install the flybarless version mount piece on that one, and remove this flybar simply and go flybarless directly, because that's the word nowadays. Well, now putting in the servos. 2 servos are installed and more servos are going in, and the daddy is working while Arish is here. Arish? Hello? Arish! And he gives us a big smile. Actually, he likes the helicopter. Arish, see? KDS 550. Haha, you can fly on this helicopter, right? Cool. It's so heavy, it can carry Arish. Okay, let's get back. While Arish is playing, I need to install the last cyclic and tail servo. You want to assemble the KDS with me? Come on.